If you want to lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next 4 weeks, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to share our 3M transformation pyramid required to make it happen. But here's the kicker. I want you to take the steps I outline in this video and turn the first 5 to 10 pounds into a total mental and physical transformation, all whilst balancing work, family, and a social life. Because it's the exact system that, as of filming this, over 4,000 men and women with average genetics and busy lifestyles have used to lose anywhere from 20 to 150 pounds and keep it off. Like Pandyan, who went from suffering from a fatty liver and insomnia to losing 50 pounds and revealing incredible health markers with a revamped lifestyle. Like Alka, she lost over 60 kilos of body weight, all whilst caring for disabled relatives and being a working mum with hypothyroidism. Like Nikhil, he was a self-conscious dad working a high-stress corporate job who lost 30 kilos and is now pushing the limits both personally and professionally. And Kalyani, who was unable to even climb a set of stairs without pain or feeling out of breath. And now she's 75 pounds down, confident, and an energetic mum of 2. There's many, many more, and I'll share more examples with each part of the 3M transformation pyramid. Now, before I dive into the 3Ms, I gotta tackle the big 5 obstacles which are going to be in your way right now, or have been so far. Number 1, a lack of belief. Number 2, a fear of change. Number 3, a timing concern. Number 4, scared you'll lose your lifestyle. And number 5, a fear of failure. If we don't manage the big 5 obstacles, none of the 3Ms will matter. So let's dive in. The first is belief. Why is this time going to be any different? We hear this time and time again. Krishan said this years ago when he tried quick fixes again and again, but could never lock in the permanent lifestyle changes he needed. If you're watching this, having tried loads of different things, I totally understand your skepticism. But the right structure, strategy, and system, focusing on more than just calories, may be the missing piece of the puzzle. The next is change. With kids, work, travel, a house move, a new job, and everything else that may be coming up, it's reasonable to think this lifestyle change is just too much of an obstacle. Sita was in a similar boat, traveling back and forth from China for work whilst raising kids, so she couldn't fathom how she'd manage a fitness routine on top of it all. I'm going to share the 3 main methods Sita used, but before I do, I just want to show you how it's very possible. The next obstacle is time, and most of all, timing. If work is busy now, chances are it won't be less busy in a year, especially if it's a busy job. If life is busy now, it won't get any less. Samir was worried about this 5 years ago. Despite moving countries 3 times and adding new members to the family, he's also lost 30 kilos and kept it off. In fact, here's a few words from him.
There's never a good time and there's never a bad time. There's always a country move. There's always a home move. There's always a job move. There's always a newborn. It's life, right? There's always something. Even when the world will throw all sorts of different things to you, you can still make a plan. You can still stick to something and you can still maintain and make progress. I know a lot of those things now. It had a huge impact on my life that it comes somewhat natural, these choices now. It takes a while for it to become a part of your DNA and to make a true change. I've had instances before where I have been traveling, I haven't had access to a gym, I've just had a bit of a hotel space and a floor and everything else. Great, I've got a body weight circuit that I can go through. I'm living in and out of a hotel for 2 weeks. Okay, great. I know what I can do in terms of for these particular meals. You can always do something positive way. It can be quite addictive as well because you just end up feeling better by eating cleaner, being healthier and being more active. Part of me just didn't want to lose that even when taking those breaks.
The fourth is lifestyle. Does being healthy and fit mean giving up your favourite foods or saying no to social events and travelling? Maybe some things need to change, but a transformation does not need to mean crazy lifelong restriction. Look at Chandni here. She transformed her life, losing 50 pounds without giving up on her social life or travel schedule. And the last is fear of failure. If you failed on a diet before, I don't blame you. There's so many crazy things out there that promise the world, but don't actually understand what it takes to transform with a busy lifestyle. Most of our members started with a fear of failure, but quickly lose it once they start to use the right strategies and stack up the small wins. Doubling down on this fear of failure, a great question to ask yourself is this. If you were to stay in the exact same position you're in now for the next 6, 12, or 18 months, how would that impact your life? Write this down, take a picture, whatever is easiest, and keep this front of mind throughout the video. Don't just think about your weight. Think about the cost of thinking about your weight, the cost of trying fad diets, the cost of wasting time, money, and energy on quick fixes or unproven methods. Think about what being out of shape It's costing you in terms of confidence, your career, your relationships, your sex life, your desire to socialize and do things that test you. This journey is so much more than just the physical. Done correctly, the physical will be the vehicle to do things you never thought possible. So now we've got the big 5 obstacles out the way, let me introduce you to the 3M transformation pyramid to lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next 4 weeks. Number 1, mindset, so you can get your brain ready. The hardest thing is getting started and continuing to execute. The right mindset will solve this. Number 2, method, so you don't waste time or energy doing the wrong things and you know exactly what works for results. And number 3, momentum, so you can achieve results even when life gets busy. And most of all, turn your first 5 to 10 pounds into a total transformation. Let's kick it off with mindset. There are 2 parts to this, the why and the who. It all begins with your why, and every single one of your whys will be different. Bhavesh here wanted to set an example for his family, and he now inspires them every day to keep active. Rimi here wanted to feel good about herself post-menopause while she cared for her sick parents. Manav here wanted to escape the cycle of yo-yo dieting, to feel good in his skin and have energy for his young kids. And Manisha wanted to get her health in check after a lipid panel and body composition check revealed poor results. For many RNTers, it's about building a legacy with generational health. It's inspiring their children, it's changing their lifestyles, it's creating new identities, it's living their best lives. Ultimately, it's becoming new people. Their reason for change becomes more than just themselves. I want these examples that inspire your answer to the question of, what's your why? Understanding your why is the key to getting started, but you gotta dig deep. Whatever your first why is, ask why again, then ask why again, and get to the root to find the skeleton in the closet. You gotta find the why behind your why, because this tells you what the cost is if you don't take action. Don't hold back here. Think big about what your why is, because you wanna make it more than the weight. Ask yourself, what do you wanna achieve in life that your weight may be holding you back with? And what's the cost of not taking action? The real cost. When you identify this, you realize if you don't take action, you're self-sabotaging your own dreams and goals. One of my favorite quotes is from Nietzsche, who said, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how." When the why you identify is authentic, all the typical tiny excuses that keep us from living how we want, with the health and fitness that we want, disappear. My why is simple, to be able to perform my best for my business and to be the best husband and dad possible. I want the energy to achieve the goals I have, and I want to always be pushing my limits to see what my mind and body are capable of. Now we've covered the why, let's go to the who. Who is the next part of mindset? It starts with a simple question. Who do you want to be a year from now? For example, I want to be someone who values my health and fitness, my priorities are my family and business, so I can use health and fitness to give me energy, and so on. For many of us, we need to step into a new identity if we want to finally solve our weight loss and weight maintenance problem. When you know who you want to be a year from now, you can start thinking about what actions that new person is doing, and more so, where your current beliefs are. For example, if you ever said one of the following, this could be why you're struggling for results. I'm past my prime. Life's too busy to worry about this. I've failed before, so there's no point trying again. Spending money on health is an expense. Whereas if you have empowering beliefs, you're more likely to take action. The previous limiting beliefs could become, with my health, I can achieve anything. Life will always be busy. I must prioritize my health to be at my best. My results are my responsibility. Health is an investment to my best self. New actions will create a new story in your life, and ultimately a new identity. Here's how it looks. When you know who you want to be a year from now, you can start thinking about what actions that new person is doing, and more so, where your current beliefs are. What we need is to use the belief in your why and this video to drive new actions, which I'll reveal in the next level, method, which then allows you to step into this new identity and change the story in your head. Every time you go around this loop, you're reinforcing the new person you're going to become. This is the single most important trait to your results. This loop is also what builds serious confidence. The magic of life is you get to choose your own story. Minish here, for example, who recently finished his 3rd year with us at RNT, was fed up with spending money on materialistic things, which scratched a momentary itch. He no longer wanted to be someone who ordered takeaways most nights, lazed away on the sofa, snacked all the time, and skipped the gym. Instead, he wanted to walk into a new identity where he valued health and fitness and benefited from everything it gave him. So that's mindset covered. Now you've got the mindset to take action, it's important we take the right action with the right method. So I'm going to introduce you to the 5 steps required for success, the RNT transformation checklist. There are only 5 things to master. Number 1, follow a healthy nutrition plan. Number 2, walk 10,000 steps a day. Number 3, sleep 7 to 8 hours a night. Number 4, train 3 times a week. And number 5, drink 2 liters of water. On paper, it sounds easy, but often at the start, doing all of this can be overwhelming. Because losing 5 to 10 pounds doesn't require a lot, we're going to focus on 3 problem areas, which are easy steps of the original. For our RNT members, they have this personalized and customized exactly for their unique needs and lifestyle. Then they track this within our platform. For you, I'd recommend snapping a picture and finding a way to track the 3 core habits to begin your journey. A pen and pad, journal, or whiteboard can work well. So let's dive into each. First habit, cut out all unplanned snacks. Snacking shows up when you're stressed, bored, or emotional, or if you have no structure with your diet. The problem is, if you're snacking, you're falling into the biggest behavioral trap that drives weight gain. It starts with a couple pounds here, a couple pounds there, then it really escalates. And the reason for this is when you're always snacking, your brain wants more, you gain weight, then you get sluggish, so you snack more for more perceived energy, and you're in this cycle. So for the next 4 weeks, make the goal to follow a structured eating schedule with 3 or 4 high protein, high fiber meals a day. Just like Hemel did here as a busy exec en route to dropping 75 pounds. Habit number 2, add 4,000 steps to your day. If you're not moving much, and the average is often 3 or 4K, although I've heard some crazy stuff, then you'll be stiffer in your body, feeling more stressed, and your mind won't be as clear. The trick is to start by adding only 4,000 into your day instead of the typical 10K. This is only 30 minutes. So I'd recommend a morning walk to get out of the way, or more walking calls, or a simple 10-minute walk after each main meal for consistency and routine. And when you feel like snacking, head out for a walk. This was a key part of our Windows strategy here in getting into amazing shape while juggling a busy job with 3 kids. Habit number 3, sleeping in the same 1-hour window every night. Now, if you've got young kids, let's rule this one out. But if you don't sleep well, your decision making is going to be poor, you're more likely to snack, and you'll be less productive. Poor sleep is a vicious cycle. And if you're a busy professional, chances are work is bleeding into the evening. So try adding a daily ritual to mark the end of your workday and start of bedtime. This could be a 10-minute walk, an episode of Netflix, or simply reading a book. Ollie was struggling with this big time, so it led to more snacking, more drinking, and steady weight gain. Then he started sleeping in the same 1-hour window every night, which led to better concentration, better appetite control, and this incredible 20+ kilo transformation. So that wraps up the method section of the 3M transformation pyramid. Getting your snacking, stepping, and sleeping under control are the first 3 habits to master to drop your first 5 to 10 pounds. For our members, there will be more to maximize results thereafter, but this is a great foundation to build on so you can start your transformation in the best way possible. Now you've got the right method to take action, it's important we use mindset and method to build momentum. Momentum is the secret source of your results, so you can go from losing 5 to 10 pounds in 4 weeks to losing it every 4 weeks until your target weight. The trick to momentum lies in one thing, going all in on the process. It's taking maximum responsibility and accepting life is going to be in the way, but finding a way to stick to the process, which means controlling your controllables and doing your best in sticky circumstances. It's not about perfection. Just like Jaspreet here, who after giving birth, got her pre-pregnancy body back in record time and now loves staying in shape year round. Momentum rests on the shoulder of one key aspect, accountability. This comes in 3 forms, self, peer, and coach. The first is self, whereby you can hold yourself to account by regularly weighing yourself and taking pictures in your underwear. The second is peer, whereby finding an accountability buddy to go on this journey with can help you when life gets busy. And finally, coach, which may not be for all, but for those who do want to time collapse their results and have an objective eye guiding them, it can be invaluable. By the way, if you're wondering where we come in at RNT Fitness, there's 3 core pillars. The first is our transformation journey roadmap, where everything I go through in this video is entirely customized to you and your lifestyle, so there's no guesswork or thinking involved. The second is our high-level accountability, where we make sure you never fall off despite balancing work, family, social events, holidays, travel, whatever it may be. If you're busy, it's so easy to fall off track. And the third is our sustainability systems, which is what we've become known for at RNT. It's where we show you how to retrain your brain so you never succumb to stress or emotional eating, rebounds, cravings, and all the challenges that typically cause you to yo-yo. This is where we build you the lifestyle solution so you can sustain your results for decades. To apply for a position at RNT, simply click the link in the description or go to www.rntfitness.com/program. pro. These 3 layers of accountability, when properly applied, allow you to develop the momentum to go all in on crushing the big 5 obstacles, which I'll cover again here. You'll find your belief. Priya, for example, had tried everything. She'd been dieting from her teens to her 40s, doing all sorts of crazy things, but didn't let her failures hold her back from this life-changing transformation. You'll no longer worry about change. Like Gaurav, who didn't know if he could commit to this journey with a busy lifestyle. He took the leap and he's now reaping the rewards. You'll start to see the value of investing time and energy into yourself. Stella here realized life was never going to give her a 12-month clearing or the perfect timing to do this transformation. She knew she needed to prioritize herself despite a busy life and build a new identity around who she was if she was going to succeed long term. Tapan knew his relentless travel schedule would never end. It was now or never when he found himself 20 kilos overweight after the pandemic. And last but not least, the hidden root of all, a fear of failure. Dipal, approaching 50, had tried everything from body wraps, creams, and every diet under the sun, including a 2-hour-a-day exercise regimen, but was never able to get what she wanted until applying the 3M transformation pyramid. She put her fear of failure to bed by going all in on the big 5 obstacles and continues to do so as she makes progress year on year on the RNT transformation journey. And that's a wrap. The 3M transformation pyramid to lose your first 5 to 10 pounds in the next 4 weeks. What I've covered here is only phase 1 of our unique 5-phase methodology we've proven in over 4,000 busy professionals worldwide. If you're curious to know if you're ready to take action on everything I've shared, try our free transformation quiz today. In only 5 minutes, you'll know if you have the commitment, consistency, and coachability for a mind, body, and life transformation in the coming year. You can go to www.rntfitness.com/transform or click the link in the description below. I'll see you on the next one.